Hello there, ladies and gentlemen, Sigvald here and welcome back to another video. So in this one I'm going to take a look at some fights from my main account, and in this one I'm going to actually have a fight where I give Martian Manhunter another chance. I do not like him as a combo builder, and I'll get into why as we get into it. But first up, we're going to have a little bit of a League of Anarchy fight over here, and it's going to be yet again Predator Batman League of Anarchy. I do have Arkham Knight Batman, but being 7 stars means longer stun, means my last hit of the combo will be on stun, so that's why we're doing that. And this is going to be interesting in the regard that it's gonna be a fight that's 100% not gonna kill these dudes, but it's not gonna be into a class advantage or disadvantage, and it's gonna be kind of an optimal fight for this team. So it's going to be pretty much the benchmark for my League of Anarchy currently. I do have level 7 level 8 actually God Killer, and level 4 Prometheum Sword for passive stats, and level 6 Dark Metal cards on Harley Quinn. Harley Quinn with maxed out Soul Rate artifact stats can actually one-shot bosses without Raven, like if you have, let's say, a level 10 God Killer and another level 10 God Killer or a level 10 Icon Suit to get that max attack, or somewhere close to that. Lethal attack damage on Dark Metal cards also helps if you're running a lethal build, but I'm still missing that. So yeah, my League of Anarchy is far from perfect, and this is sadly or thankfully, depending on how you look at it, as far as they can go currently. And it's not too bad of a performance actually. 1.3, yeah, not too bad. Almost 1.4, it's fine. Now we're going to use the Manta team over here. I put Vixen in there. Vixen's not gonna do much in soul rates unless you're running a class advantage, because then she boosts your class advantage against the opponent. Currently against Manta, she's gonna just give me a little bit of base attack, which is not great in soul rates, but again, I was not gonna use her anywhere, and it's not like Manta really needed that much help to clean this one up. We have Silver Green Lantern yet again for convenience purposes, so I don't have to worry about combo interruption in the first half of the fight. But I'll just combo interrupt anyway in the second half of the fight as the shield depletes. So yeah, again, a situation where Manta did not need help anyway, so we might as well just put that there. We have level 5 Joker as Batarings on Manta, that's putting him at 4 fast attack hits and giving him the poison debuff that he applies with specials, allowing him to deal some extra damage equivalent to the amount of damage he deals with his basic attack hits. And yeah, the Manta Joker is better currently for me, considering I have a 5-star Manta can reach around 300 mil damage, and while it's not the best thing in the world, it's gonna be something reliable for cleanups. Moving on to the next one, we're going to have a Brainiac Grodd fight here yet again, and usually with this team it can reach 2 billion damage, obviously Beta Club on Grodd, the aforementioned passive stats artifacts on the R2 characters, but this is not an optimal fight, because first of all, Brainiac's gonna have a little bit of a hard time stacking the lethal, and it's gonna take far longer than he usually takes. Like, the ideal scenario for Brainiac stacking lethal is max stacks before 2 minutes left of the fight, and we're nowhere close to that, sadly. And another thing is that I can't really reliably combo interrupt with Grodd, and I'm gonna have to use the infinite combo in the corner, which by all means is not gonna be too bad. But at the same time, you just get more damage if you do the combo interruption than the infinite combo, and also had a lot of trouble pushing her ass to the corner, because she's being amazingly annoying, and I failed to combo interrupt her like once or twice. But yeah, she's back in the corner. We're just gonna go 3 hits, swipe back into a block, swipe right, 3 hits, swipe back into a block, swipe right, and just gonna repeat it until the end of the fight. And we deal a pretty significant amount of damage to her, not gonna lie, not gonna complain about that one, but at the same time, it's a situation of this should have been the case sooner. We should have gotten into this optimal position far sooner if we were to stand any chance of one-shotting her. And that's mainly because she is not easy or reliable to combo interrupt. You can reliably enough combo interrupt her after 2 hits, it's not actually too hard. But the thing that makes it kind of hard is that she uses swipe down a lot after the first hit and kind of messes your combo. 1.4 mil, that's fine. Moving on to the next team, we have the Penultimate Skinflan Sakumen team, another team that I have not used in a long time. because I messed around with Metal Laughs and Batman Drowned lately, and the Brainiac in there. And yeah, that can one-shot stuff for some people, but for me, since I only have a 3-star Batman Drowned, it's not gonna be enough to one-shot stuff, even with Beta Club. And it's not gonna be worth the inconvenience of playing that team because of the constant jumping of the enemy while we're underwater. So last time we used the Metal Laughs with the Deathstroke team, and now we're going to go ahead and use him with the Kim Supplement team. And I just realized, did I even use Deathstroke in those fights? Oh boy, we might have missed out on Deathstroke actually. That might be a little bit of a mistake. Oh boy. Okay, never mind. Let's just focus on those fights. But yeah, I really need to rethink my life choices at this point, because when I used this team, I was like, okay, then that leaves us with Deathstroke available to have fun on his own and have the full 3 minutes for himself and his clones to deal damage. But if that's not the case, that's a little bit of a mistake there. But yeah, we got all the percentage hull damage out of the way with Metal Laughs. I did a little bit of a mistake here in the fact that I put only the level 4 Prometheum Sword on Dr. Fate instead of the level 8 God Killer, because I thought that we would need far less passive stats to be able to get killed here, but this man has absolutely no trouble killing me, and will have absolutely no trouble killing the clones, and obviously putting the higher level God Killer would have given the clones more health. And here I jumped over that and get hit immediately, not much I could have done there. King also get killed immediately, but this clone got a far better tagging and didn't get whacked at the start. So we're going to be able to combo and chop a few times before we die, and since we're getting close to the last minute of the fight, we're going to actually be able to use the second clone at full potential. Unlike the first clone, who barely did anything. But yeah, keep combo and chopping their special in there. And don't get me wrong, it's not hard to combo and chop. Something is one of the easiest characters in the game to combo and chop, but the problem for the first clone was that it would literally die blocking the hits. So not ideal there. Okay, the clone is done. We're going to tag Metal Laughs back in there to generate some power, and we're going to try to deal some damage to Kim Supplement in the time left. Their special in there. Ring-use the combo, another third special. Metal Laughs back in there, generating some more power for us. King in there, third special. Ring-use the combo. Combo and chopped again. Into our third special. Now we're going to build some combo for super move, I think, to kind of end off the fight. Again, every little bit of damage counts, because it might make the difference between my next team being or not being able to clear this one out. I'm actually not gonna go for a clear here. And boy, now that I think about it, to use this dumpster fire team, I did not use Deathstroke. I'm actually mad at it. I just forgot about my man. But we're going to have the Martian Manhunter Banshee team. I hate this team. I genuinely hate this team. I have gone from, Martian Manhunter is nice, but shouldn't be a priority investing in, to, Martian Manhunter is just a little bit better than Reverse Flash, so not really worth it too. I hate Martian Manhunter, and this is going to be the absolute possible optimal scenario for him, because he can use the God Killer and get passive stats from it. Because the thing with this man is, and the thing that I hate mostly about this man, is that he sucks ass at combo interrupting. No matter what you do, he's gonna have a very, very hard time putting up his beefy, meaty hands to be ready to block a hit in time, to block the enemy's hit. So a lot of times when you try to combo interrupt, you actually get hit before you can block. And you might be like, well, just go step it. I can't, because the Banshee gameplay requires a tagging from a block, or I block after 3 hits, so I can't really swipe and then do that. So the optimal thing here is to do the swipe down infinite combo with him, where we basically do just that. We push the enemy to a corner. Also, there's the other infinite combo that you do as you do with the firebox, but both those combos really don't work unless you have a God Killer. I mean, they work sometimes, but it's like a 50 to 60% success rate or reliability rate, and that's not something I can usually do. So here it's the optimal scenario for him, since he's got the God Killer. And still, I'm at the point where I'm like, yeah, I'd rather use Reverse Flash, because you need to keep in mind that we also don't have the passive from Reverse Flash, because we don't power steal from him at the start, so we struggle with power generation in the first minutes. Another thing that makes this the absolute optimal fight, because I'm running 2 Zero Banshee disables, which is the proper gameplay. You shouldn't go for 3 of them, it's a waste of time. And he gets the 3rd disable to trigger his passive all the way to 5 fast tech hits by the God Killer debuff. Again, I couldn't block there. This man just doesn't block in time for me to combo and chop. Like, boy. Our special one there. There we go, we're finally back in the optimal scenario where we can just swipe down and continue the combo. And from this point on, it's going well. We're building some serious combo over here. We're dealing some serious damage, but it's too late. And look, if you have Martian Manhunter, you might in some specific situations want to use him above Reverse Flash, specifically maybe in the last contract, or you can use God Killer, but other than that, Reverse Flash. And considering this very limited use of the character, and considering that he's a legendary character with no particularly good chest to get him from, which you also have to buy gear chest to get him, dumpster fire garbage, don't even try it. Come on, chopped again. Come chopped again into a last third special of the fight. And yeah, the Zero Banshee did good damage, but don't compare it to my usual Zero Banshee fights, because on this account I don't really use Zero Banshee anymore. She's been cycled out, so yeah, on the other account we did like best performance, I think it was 120 for that Zero Banshee with Reverse Flash, but it was with far less passive stats. We're going to go with Mr. Freeze Raven to one-shot Red Hood. Again, I left this fight for last. You can just leave bosses alive unless you're in tier 4. And move on to the next tier sub-bosses, and that's what I did, and saved up the Raven team plus Mr. Freeze team for this one. Gonna back off here, bring gear to combo. Special 1 for Darkness stacks. This man basically removes 30 seconds of the fight, and he gets his defense lowered the further we advance into the fight. So it's gonna be fine, but worst case scenario, kill him last minute. Also, he's immune to stuns and freezes, but we do have a chance to freeze him anyway, so that's fine. Jump attack there, 60 mil dot damage, that's fine. Raven there, reset the darkness. Now we're just gonna chill a bit, let the darkness build up, because I might break the freeze with the tagging attack. Not really, I broke it with jump attack. Again, trying to push him back into a freeze. Swipe down. Raven back in there. Special 1, he got frozen again. Jump attack. Special 2. I feel like Mr. Freeze's chance slash ability to freeze enemies that are immune to freeze works far better than it looks on paper, because it's gonna be basically a 25% chance to freeze enemies that are immune to getting frozen. But how it works is, I feel like every single second they are in the freeze type of thing, there's a chance that they will be green freezing. It's not like the freeze builds up all the way to where it needs to build and then they will freeze or not freeze. It's simply every single second they have a chance to freeze while they are in that, and that's a far better scenario, and I'm glad that's how it works. Also, a lot of Raven stacks there, but it's fine, we're just gonna restack it. And yeah, this will be over soon. Thank you so much for watching in advance. Like the video if you liked it, dislike it if you disliked it. Let me know in the comments what you personally think about Martian Manhunter, because I don't really like him. I didn't go out of my way to get him, I got him from a random chest that I bought for other stuff. But yeah, thanks so much for watching it again, and the rewards were, as usual, absolute garbage. Goodbye!
This is the future.